Okay, step 2 done. Next, click on Settings on the menu to your left. We're going to start off in General Settings. You'll see some details that you may have inputted when WordPress was installed by your hosting provider, such as title and tagline. URL and things obviously will be there. The only two things to change for me are site language and time zone. You can't see it on this screen, but in time zone there is a lot of options. I've found the easiest way to find your time zone, and in my case that's UK, is to just start typing the first few letters of the nearest capital city, in which case for me it's London. That makes finding the right one a lot easier. Assuming you're happy with date and time format, if you're not, change them. Once you're happy with those things, save changes, which shouldn't take too long at all. It says at the top, settings saved. Next, we need to go to reading in the submenus on the settings menu to the left. In here, we're going to tell WordPress to use the page we created, which in my case is home, as a static home page. WordPress was originally created as blogging software, hence the name, so it doesn't do that by default. Set that and save. And then lastly, it's permalinks. Permalinks, there's a lot to these. You can read up on them. What we're doing here is best practice. It's if we ever were to blog, you want them set to post name. It means each and every post that you create has a permanent URL. It's the domain followed by the permalink, which would be the title of the blog post. So regardless of whether you're blogging or not, it's an extremely good thing to do. We're nearly there now. The last step is to create a holding page, which is going to sit on the front end of the website, i.e. to the world, while we safely design in the background. So if you click on Elementor in the toolbar to the left and then go to Tools, you will see a right tab that says Maintenance Mode. Click on that. In order for Elementor to put up a screen that visitors see, we need to create a template. We need to create that screen. So if you see the red text, click on where it says Create One, and that will open the Add New Template screen in Elementor. Add your title. I'm going to call mine Coming Soon, which seems quite appropriate. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see a similar button to what we pressed when we added a new page. Click on Publish, and then go back to the left to Edit with Elementor, and click on it. Obviously, if you've never seen or used Elementor or any page builder before, this will seem overwhelming. Don't worry, all will become clear in each and every video. We'll explain things as we go along. Click on Settings in the bottom left-hand corner, the cog, and then change the page layout to Elementor Canvas. That will get rid of that text on screen. That's the site title and tagline and the template title, which we don't want to display to the world. Click on the pink circle in the middle, the plus, and add a single section, the rectangle, and then click on the waffle icon in the middle of that section. This brings up in the toolbar to the left all sorts of options that we're going to use to then design and affect that section. Under height, change it to fit to screen. So that makes that section fit to the screen size, any screen size. And then click on the waffle icon on the Elementor toolbar on the left, and then drag heading, which is one of the many elements in Elementor, into the middle, and that allows you to add a heading. I'm going to add the text now. You can obviously put what you like. I'm going to keep it really simple. For me, less is more. Brilliant new website coming soon, I think, is probably appropriate. And obviously we can change the way that this looks, the colour, the fonts. I'm going to align it to the centre, and then I'm going to go to the second tab in here, which says Style. So the first one is Content, the second one is Style. We're not going to go near Advanced for now, and I'm going to change it to a nice bold charcoal, and I'm probably going to get a nice clean font, something quite modern, straightforward. You can choose any font you like and any colour you like. You can put any text you like, and obviously this is what the world sees. So what you're doing is essentially you're altering the facets of the element, and you can see it as it will look on the front end, which is what Elementor is famous for. It's extremely intuitive. Once you're happy with it, update the template, and then if you just press that little arrow in the middle, you can remove the toolbar to see what it will look like. I think that looks pretty good, so I'm going to exit back to the dashboard. So go to the hamburger menu in the top left and then click on exit to dashboard. And now we're going to enable that maintenance mode. Double check that the post attribute is still Elementor Canvas. It should be. No reason to think it would change, but you do not want that text on screen, obviously, the title and tagline that we removed. Go to Tools, go to Maintenance Mode, and then choose mode where you actually want coming soon mode. There is differences between coming soon and maintenance mode. We don't need to go into that now. Click coming soon mode, click the template title that you used, and then save changes. You'll know that it's been applied because a big red box appears at the top saying that maintenance mode is on. But to double check, log out of your website and then go to your web address just to make sure. And what that will, hopefully, assuming that's working, which we'll see in a sec, that is what everybody on the outside will see while you are safely building the website and designing on the inside, if that makes sense. And with that, the base build is complete.